how do we move from talking and pointing to the fire to a place where we actually have an organization we can pass the bucket, do the...
So I love the spirit of the question. You allow me to tell you about a great organization called Turning Point USA. We have real events with real action points and real students that are doing real things. We don't do that well because our priority as conservatives is our family or our job or just our personal time, not government.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. Guys, we're going to be reacting to Charlie Kirk. We must retrain conservatives to defeat the left. Guys, let's go right down to this.
So speaking about USSR, former communist bloc, I have my life there.
Wow.
Not in the USSR, in Romania, Eastern Communist Bloc.
Yeah.
I tend to be practical for those reasons because I lived in a communist country. So one of the things that scares me about the conservative circles, I don't know if anyone notices it, they're 100% intellectual. That's it. They write books, they give tours, they speak. I see the real problem, our inability as conservatives to look at each other, to cooperate, to create our own structures, to do stuff like that.
That's a good point.
Now, I love what you do. You're the best of the best. Dinesh, I love all these people. You guys are great. We need people to talk. But my question for you is, how do we move from talking and pointing to the fire to a place where we actually have an organization we can pass the bucket, do the...
So I love the spirit of the question. You allow me to tell you about a great organization called Turning Point USA. We have real events with real action points and real students that are doing real things. That's real infrastructure. That's not just idea circulation. That's activists that are doing things that are meaningful, and these young people are evidence of that. I love the spirit of your question, though. I wouldn't say it's 100% intellectual. I'd say it's mostly intellectual. I would agree with that. Because there are more and more people on the conservative side that are thinking of organizing and actually taking terrain and actually doing real things. Let me tell you why we don't do that well, because you asked that question, right? We don't do that well because our priority as conservatives is our family or our job or just our personal time, not government. Also, we tend not to be really hyper-focused on collective action. That's probably generally a good thing, right? It's kind of maybe our anti-collectivist impulse. We got to cut that out. And so the best moment of that for conservatives was in the 1980s when they united against the Soviet Union, an example you know very well. But it's not an easy thing because we now have to retrain 1 million people to now take something more seriously than they ever have in their entire life. But people want to be comfortable. They want other people to do it for them. And that's the tension point right now. That's the friction. And so I think you've identified that correctly. And we're trying to do that through an organizing standpoint every single day. But I can tell you that is not a mentality that is as widespread as it needs to be. So I completely sympathize with that. So,
guys, if there's one thing I'm going to agree with, I'm going to say that we conservatives, I would say we don't care much about government. No. I personally do not care much about government. And looking at, I've watched so many conservatives and how they live, and, people tend to care more about their families, about, just mostly families. Because for someone like me, I care more about my family, my work, and education more than I care about government and whatnot. I mean, I'm a communication student, and obviously I have to, get involved once with the, politics. I'm even taking politics as a course this semester, so that I have to get involved with politics, the news, all around it. Even when I go to present in the radio station, I have to talk once on business, on politics, and just around everything, all mixed up. But that, I would say that's not where my focus is. Yeah, that's not where my focus is. Now, for me, I'm going to speak on me. I may have not gotten to that stage, but I'll still speak on me. So for me right now, I have You know, like everybody has something going on in their life where they pay much attention to, or more attention to than the other. So, you know, having to give your topmost priority. So for me, I would say me and my top priority. And when I say me, I mean like, you know, school, work, family, all these are my top priority. Before you see me sitting down in front of the television wanting to watch news, oh my God. Like it has to come with a strange motivation, because I wouldn't do that on a normal day. So yeah, that's basically what I would say and add to this. But guys, you tell me what you think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys.